Kickoff fast approaching for another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, a good look in store this afternoon. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants.
Football Giants!
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson set with you for some football. That is Ben Sauls who has the ball on the tee. Off we go from Frankfurt. And he'll get this up past the 20, but that's it. Good way to start the game for the special teams. And the offense has a long field on drive one. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 14 yards on the ground on the first play from scrimmage.
First down, Bills.
You know, those are the types of runs, Mike, that when you look back on last year is a big reason that James Cook led the league in rushing. Has great patience, lets his blocks develop, and then it's really the burst through the initial hole, and when he gets out in space, he's gone.
That's taken in. It's James Cook. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. And in motion is Coleman. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
3rd down, 3 to go. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. He's going to have a Bills 1st down. He was able to get it by plenty, too. Gain of 8 on that 3rd and 3.
And when you've got that big body in the backfield, I mean, why not give him a chance to use that size to pick up 1st down? I mean, you're not looking for a home run. You're not looking for a touchdown. Just get north and south and keep this drive alive.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Bills 1st down. A quick slant, looked in by Moore.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Johnson will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
And this is certainly what every team in the league is trying to do, especially on these opening scripted drives, Mike. And they tell us in meetings. You hear coaches talk about it all the time. We want to establish the line of scrimmage. We want to be the tougher team. And me and you can sit up here and debate the effectiveness of that strategy. But certainly in this case, power run game, downhill on the goal line, and that's a dream start.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Bills 7, Giants nothing.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, welcome down to the 23-yard line. Jackson Dart brings that Giants offense out. Drafted out of Ole Miss from the 25 slot a year ago. Gave Giant fans hope. Showed some energy with this team last year.
All right, so here we are entering year 2. Jackson Dart, when he was on the field last year, he was exciting. He was fun. He was energetic. He brought a lot of life to this Giants locker room on and off the field, but he's got to find a way to protect himself. They're going to utilize him as a runner. He's a very gifted athlete, but it's those hits, it's taking those shots when he decides to be a runner that limited his time behind center. So keep him healthy, let him go out there and make plays, and it's going to be a big part of this Giants offense improving from a season ago.
And he'll take this to the 35, and that'll move to James. It's a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
He throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down. Neighbors
in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. The Bills with the early advantage. We'll return to Frankfurt, Germany after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with fourth down coming up. Complete, and he's going to have the Giants first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. C.J. Gardner-Johnson from the back makes the play.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. So now they'll pitch it out here. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
And I think what they're counting on there, Mike, is that the defense expects the ball to be run inside the tackles, thinking on 3rd and short, just go get the first down. Try to catch them off guard with the toss play, but the defense was all over it. Great speed and pursuit to the ball, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Bills offense ready now for their second drive. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Taken down back in the
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And that's the reason the Bills traded for DJ Moore back during the offseason, so that he can make plays like this. You think over the course of the Josh Allen era in Buffalo, it's been a while since they've had a certified #1 receiver. They definitely think DJ Moore can fill that void.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I will be right back after this. The design run here for Allen. And he's going to have a Bills first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He's got his man. That's Kincaid. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Offense rolling right along on this drive. Another 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. To the air once more is Allen. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And he'll get about 5. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And 5 at the 20-yard line.
Second and 5. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. To the middle of the field, caught by Shakir. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down, Buffalo.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Tried to get that to Moore and couldn't connect. It'll be second down.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it, or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
Ash's kick is good. And the Bills tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Giants once again, and that is their offensive coordinator. This guy's trailing here in the second half, so every drive's important now as they try to mount a comeback. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He finds Austin with the grab. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of a gun, here comes Dart. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Neighbors in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
Jordan Stout, the punter, kicks it away. Shakir to return. That's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They start with the lead and the football, and they do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Allen now off the bootleg. He'll swing this one out to Cook, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's a great example of just the range that this linebacker has to be able to not only react quick enough to realize that running back was a threat to the flat, but to be able to have the speed to get there and bring him down for no gain.
Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
And it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd and 10. In motion, Shakir. To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. To the goal line and in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. To tack on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Giants nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drop. The Giants offense and running back Cam Scattaboo headed out for their next possession. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And he's down inside inside the 40-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 35 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Throwing is Dart. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On the give, it's Scatterboot. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll go again with Scatterboot. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Trying to start this long road back. They've got a first down here.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Mooney in motion. Dart gonna fake it to Scatterboot and look to throw. In trouble, and he's gonna be taken down. Greg Rousseau in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. Throwing, Dart. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
3rd and 19.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, Giants.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Giants are back in this one. It's 17-7.
Giants 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, here's Ray Davis. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Bills offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Josh Allen on on the bootleg. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Shakir. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Quickly to Shakir on the RPO. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The fourth quarter begins with a run by Cook. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end and they're able to pick up the first down.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
On 4th down, here comes Mitch Wisnowski to punt for Buffalo. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterbury. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
On 2nd down, Dart. This one grabbed by Austin. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. He's got a man down the field. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bills have got it. They're going to have it in good field position as he's taken down beyond the 40-yard line. Wow, you think you have moved it down the field with a terrific pass and catch, but got to finish the play. And on the turnover, the defense takes over.
You work so hard, Mike, to execute the play the way it's designed, and you come up with a huge explosive play in the pass game, only to then lose it because of poor ball security. That's exactly what we saw here. Give credit to the defense forcing that ball out, but it's a shame that it came at the end of what was a...
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On first down, Dart. Quick throw here is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and a yard. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
So often everybody wants to blame the offensive line for sacks, but in a lot of situations, Mike, sacks are a quarterback stat.
This is a tough spot. Third down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. And they're going to get him for a second time. He goes down again.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he will go down under the pressure. They got him. That puts a serious dent into any chances of mounting a comeback. They'll turn it over on downs. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And that's a really great rep of man coverage. Does a nice job of staying in his hip pocket the entire time, challenges the ball at the highest point, and then ultimately prevents his man from coming down.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
They'll come up for second and 9. They'll drop to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs. Just as importantly, stop the clock.
And the Giants.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. That one targeted for Malik Neighbors. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. They stop it here with 1:07 on the clock.
And 3.
Here's a big one. This third down. Dart gonna throw it again. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down. To the air once more is Dart. That's caught, and it's Cam Scalaboo. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. The pressure intensifies for fourth down and 3. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. And he will go down under the pressure. They got him. That puts a serious dent into any chances of mounting a comeback. They'll turn it over on down. Allen down to an 8, and that should do it. So it's a win here for the Bills. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The crowd not ready to go home yet as we say so long.